Oh, taralakabuye. Nana ufasa ni mushe. Vano soma muhi. Da dramaya.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome back. I almost said service area. My brain wanted me to say service area. Welcome back to service area. Nope. Nope, not a service area. Yeah, we're recording and streaming from Linux right now. I'm hoping nothing explodes in the process. We're beginning a mini-series today of a sort of a deep dive. I don't know that deep dive's the right word, more just like a thorough exploration of a very intriguing custom hood. This custom hood I originally showcased in one of my usual custom hood videos, and it was so bizarre that I had to. We kept talking about going in deeper. We had to. One thing I wanted to say before we jump in is I wanted to start on this screen because I really like the actual thumbnail video thing with these little guys, these two dancing and stuff. I just kind of wanted to showcase that before we jump in. But I'm going to actually load in and then I'll start talking about what we're going to do today. So, first of all, if this is your first time here, first time watching one of my videos, my name is Sam and I mostly play The Sims 2 because I have a problem. Because I have a fixation. And we do videos here on the YouTubes about The Sims 2, and I also stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/SammySundog. And yeah, today we are recording with the live studio audience. They are on the screen right now, but they will not be all the time. We will hide them. We will gag them, as we like to say. We will. They will be bound and gagged and thrown in the back room. So that we can focus on the game. This is gonna be that really hit a chord. Everybody's upset about that. Why are you so ashamed of us? I'll moan, don't do it. Oh no. We're not gonna be playing as much unless it's part of exploring certain things within the hood. This is gonna be a lot of reading. We're gonna start out with reading the hood story. Today I think I'm gonna try and read through a bunch of this because I feel like that's where we have to start before we dive in. But it's just like exploring the storyline that this creator has made, which I did forget to pull up the information of the creator. I'm probably going to put it on screen and I have links down below and everything. I'm also probably going to have lots of chapters in the video so you can swap around, like jump forward if you want to. The basics of this hood is that it's not like a recreated Veronaville so much as it's almost like a fan fiction of Veronaville with self-insert, like not self-insert, that's not the right way to say it, like original character inserts from the creator. They really took it and ran with it. It's almost like they kind of made up their own story with Veronaville as a base. So that's kind of it, which Veronaville is, of course, I guess for those that maybe aren't as familiar, is one of the 3 base game Sims 2 hoods. Generally the least popular one, unfortunately. The people got a real obsession with Pleasant View for some reason. For some reason. But I really like seeing it get attention. More like underrated. Yeah, we do have some Veronaville fans in here. I've been enjoying, we play through a version of Veronaville here on Twitch, and I do enjoy it. I think it's fun, but I like seeing it get attention too, so that's also why I'm intrigued by this hood. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention, I forgot, the other thing I wanted to mention that's interesting about this hood. So when you download the hood, it comes with, it's got the hood itself, some basic custom content that it needs for some of the characters. A lot of it I think is like cosmetics for some certain characters. And then the third thing is it comes with an extra special like content, like collection of content, but it's in a zip that's password protected. And in order to open that zip, you have to solve a puzzle that's in the hood. So that's also one of the things we will be working on eventually. I don't think we're going to necessarily start that today. I think we're going to kind of be getting our bearings, reading stuff. But that's also one of the interesting things about this hood that I think is really cool, is there's a little bit of a game in the hood. I think it has to do with counting things on, I think it has to do with counting bunnies on the community lots, of which there are many, which is also what I love. I really like how many community lots they've filled the hood with. So yeah, I guess we're gonna get started here. I think I've said everything I wanted to say. Let's start reading. Let's start reading. Some of them are not as long as others. Like there's some that are shorter. We have the first picture here is supposed to be like a news broadcaster. And we've got like Simlish down here. And I think there's supposed to be a fire in the background. It's like a little picture of a fire. It's often said that hope is the last to die. However, the hope of the citizens of Veronaville for reconciliation between two influential families has burned with the Count Manor. The fire began on September 4th, 19XX, redacted, at noon in Court Manor on Bard Boulevard. 4 Sims were injured, 4 were killed, and 1 body remains unidentified. According to the investigators, the probable cause of fire was short circuit and an outdated wiring. And it appears that this incident is going to stoke the fire of the feud between the Capps and the Monties. Oh, I just realized I forgot to hide you guys from screen. Y'all are not gagged properly. Go away. Leave. Get out of here. What are you doing here? You thought you were gonna get away with it. Nobody said anything on purpose. They're all screaming at me. We slipped. I know, that just popped into my head. Where was I? I just ruined my nice little immersion here. I ruined my immersion and everybody's immersion. Okay. So it's a fire, they think it's connected to the Capps and the Monties feud, which is connected to like the actual memories of the regular vanilla Veronavillians. Vanilla Veronavillians, that's fun to say. In their memories, a lot of the ancestors died from fire, and it like is always connected to like, oh, the feud, something mysterious happened, and all of that. Who is the culprit and who is the victim? Who is right and who is wrong? We will find out after a short break. Stay tuned. News and Sim Vision, archival footage, and then it's got a date that's been like still X'd out. Was it? I thought, what did it say? It said it's September 4. Oh, wait, but then wait, you're right. The archival footage says 7/4 or 4/7. Yeah, was it 4th of July? Or I guess it depends on the way that they're setting up that. But then up here it says September 4. That's interesting. That's an interesting note. That's an interesting thing. Yeah, we gotta take notes. Because I think some of the code for the password for the hidden custom content stuff, the locked up stuff, some of it does come from this reading, if I recall. I'll have to review that later. I mean, I guess the archival footage might not have been archived on the same day the thing happened, you know? But anyway, there's 2 guys in the background. One guy looks like he's like happy or interested in this lady, and the other guy just not paying attention. It says, Madame Mayor, could you please make a comment on this situation? I extend my sincere condolences to the victims and their relatives. I adhere to the official theory, as taking sides would be beyond my authority. Both families are blind with hatred towards one another, and only the Watcher can judge them. I do like the inclusion of like the Watcher from Sims lore, from Sims canon. Nonetheless, Judge Count will hold the last court trial, and everyone will reach a consensus in this matter. Concerning Mr. Count, do you believe he could be responsible for this incident? He has no motive to sacrifice a historical building for what, exactly? There's no motive. And as for the manor, we are planning to restore it and turn it into a memorial. What is your outlook on the situation between the Capps and the Monty families? Bleak, I'm afraid. Just bleak. Bleak, I'm afraid. However, there's no need to worry. The situation is under my control, and no dire consequences will follow. Well, the press conference is over. I have other matters to attend to. Madame Mayor, please wait. We still have 2 minutes left, which is already up. Okay. Who are they? So concerning Mr. Count. So they're saying somebody named Mr. Count could be responsible, but she doesn't think so. I believe the next page is an actual household page. So it's like we're jumping from those clips. I think this almost reads like a, I don't know that I want to say like a documentary film or so. It's like they're jumping between like little clips of information or whatever. So this says, Juliette Capp has fallen for Romeo, golden child of the rival Monty clan. I think this is kind of vanilla, if I'm not mistaken. I think some of it's been adjusted, but can the Capps set aside their grudge and put Juliette's happiness first, or will the young beauty be destined to make a choice between family welfare and personal happiness? Which one will put a stop to Tybalt's bouts of anger? As Consort's only member, of this family to harbor resentment against an old friend. Also, I'm noticing that the butler in the background has a cup stuck to his hand. I don't know if that's purposeful or not. I wonder what that's about. He's got like a little cup, but he looks like he's doing a pose where he's not supposed to have his cup. I don't know. Then we have these guys. I really like this picture. I recall when we did our review of this hood that Mercutio has a storyline with pets, which he has like a kitten and I don't know if this is a dog or a cat. I think these are both cats. It's like Mercutio's like obsessed with stray cats and like collecting stray cats or something, which is fun. I really like this pose that Juliette's in. She's got this like over the shoulder pose, which is really fun. I think it looks really good in this bubble. And then we've got Consort and Isabella maybe arguing. Patrizio Monti will never forget Consort and Contessa's betrayal. Both he and Isabella warn their young of the Capp's treachery. But now his grandson Romeo has fallen for the Capp heiress. Will the elders live to see the two families united? Okay, and then there's this weird pause screen with like a glitch. Wait, there's something wrong from the beginning. Dun dun dun. And then we've got some art from the creator, I believe. They've got a couple of characters, which I don't remember like knowing who these characters are. There are more characters than there was in the original, and the description does not correspond to it. And he said, "You're right, Peter Quince. We found that it'd be boring to tell the same old story for the umpteenth time. So we decided to make some changes in the script. But then it contradicts the notion of a documentary film. There's no place for embellishments." Okay, so it's like they're trying to make a documentary about Veronaville. So I guess this, I'm gonna guess this is Peter, and this is another character that's trying to make it more interesting. She answered with a smile, "We changed our mind about the concept. Now we want you to write a screenplay for a series based on the events happened in Veronaville. My deadline is up next week. I won't be able to finish it on time." A strident laugh escaped his mouth. He, silly. That's why I was sent to you. What's up with that stupid manner of speaking? It's as if you're playing a character from a silly play. How rude. Ilium thought to herself, and without showing any sign of indignation uttered, "I was sent to you by the fate itself." The editorial board? Which is kind of funny. The editorial board? In response, Peter heard the following. "But you're in sheer luck, for you'll be working with ... the magnificent, splendid, stunning, excellent, sublime, fantastic author, playwright, and director, V.V. Lilium." It looks almost like it's supposed to say like William with the two V's, but it's... "How much will it cost me exactly? What a chance for a swindle. But he doesn't feel like cheating mortals today," she thought to herself and named a modest price. 3,000 simoleons. "For this sum, you're going to stop speaking like this and leave me to work in peace?" I'm a little confused. Veronaville. Oh, VV Veronaville. That's interesting. This part has lost me a little bit, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what's happening. I guess there's a little back and forth. This character has been sent to help him. He. Aren't you a silly chap? If the editorial board trusted you, they wouldn't have sent me to hurt you. Wow, that hurt. Yeah, it hurts when you're incompetent, perhaps. But our collaboration will be swift because I've jotted down a couple of ideas. Here, have a look. You really think that after a couple of insults, I'll want to work with you? Ribbit? This is like reading a webcomic. Yeah, it's very... I'm like, okay, where are we going with this? Well, if you don't want to duly appreciate my work, perhaps your silent and invisible companion will do so. What are you on about? What companion? In misfortune? It's too late. They are watching already. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. Now we're continuing on. Giving Ghost. I wonder if they're supposed to be like a fairy or so, like almost like some sort of fae character that's being sent. It's like kind of Veronavillian in that way, I guess. Okay, I was trying to like figure out what I'm looking at with this character, because there's like so much going on accessory-wise that I'm having a hard time even figuring out what they look like. I think this is a hat, and I guess, are these bangs that are different colored than the hair? But I'm also noticing this like darker section, like maybe do they have a burn mark on their, I remember there was a sim last time that had a burn mark on their face. I wondered if that's or if that's just like a birthmark or something, and then they have glasses and a mustache. I do know that Peter Quince is one of the workers in a Midsummer's Night Dream. Okay, I see. So that name Peter Quince does come from a Shakespearean origin. So this is the Summer Dream house. We've got a lot going on. There's like 2 bottoms here, which is good. This looks like it's supposed to be bottom Summer Dream, but there's 2. Then there's other children and another little kid. I think there's more Summer Dream children in this version. Then obviously we have Titania, also known as Titty Anna. If you know, you know. And Oberon. This looks like a moon or something beside him. In contrast to the counts, who see the need to establish peace between the feuding heads of the 2 clans, the wayward and freedom-loving Summer Dreams prefer to attend to the young sprouts and blossoming buds instead of wilted flowers. Titania and Oberon are active members of society, and in association with the late mayor, Ladia, they are working on a project, an orphanage. Okay, so that's why maybe there's a lot of extra kids. Which also, that's like part of like Fae lore, is like the changelings, children that have been like taken, where the traditional fairy lifestyle is in harmony with the modern ways. And young Robin, now Puck, has gotten much to learn about making important decisions and helping out the town's teenagers. However, it appears that someone or something from the outside is trying to rain on their parade. Or is it just Nick making a fuss about nothing yet again? Nick Bottom, another worker as part of the play. Okay, so Nick Bottom is similar to Peter Quince, according to the folks that know what they're talking about in the chat. For context for the YouTube. So I'm intrigued to check out the Summer Dreams eventually. We probably won't do it today. I think these are some original characters. We do have some custom art drawn that looks very similar to the style of those other characters. We've got some fighting. Looks like this is Patrizio and Consort fighting in this bubble. And then this is Oberon and Titania partying it up. There's a butler playing, like dancing with a mop in the background. The Count family has always served as a hammer of justice in Veronaville. For years, Aeschylus has kept the confrontation between Consort and Patrizio within the law, and he is the chief reason why this town has not burned to the ground. But now, as the future of both clans rests on one side of a scale, and the destiny of his grandson on the other, the patriarch needs to decide which side takes priority. Who knows, perhaps a solution to this predicament lies in the bottom of a grape juice bottle. He likes to drink. So this is the Count family that we were talking about before that their name came up. Their name came up a little bit. Aeschylus, the Count whose nephew was arranged to marry Juliette in the play. Okay. So a lot of this is more connections to the plays and things. Okay, we have another custom family. Madame Snout, a fashion photographer and designer, once belonged to an influential family of tea planters, the Zungs. One day, Madame's worldview took a 180-degree turn. She fled to Veronaville with her daughter in tow to start a new life away from their strict family. Things went on as usual until one day Madame's mother, Madame Yingtai herself, appeared on her doorstep. What could be a reason for Yingtai to make a surprise visit to her prodigal daughter? I don't know what, there's like this bubble cut off. I don't know who these 2 girls are, because there was one daughter. I wonder who the other one is. And then there's like her being in love with somebody, but it's like a silhouette. Also, yeah, Doggy on the Table is very good. Albany wanted a big family, and he got it without paying attention to the growing strife from within. Meanwhile, Goneril has been having a secret affair in which she found a lifeline and a chance to break free from her old beliefs in order to openly express her genuine thoughts and feelings. Will Miss Capp be able to go on with it, or will she once again withdraw into her shell for the supposed family stability? And will Miranda, Hal, Desdemona, and Ariel carry on the Capp pseudo-traditions, or smash the establishment to smithereens? Yeah, this is interesting. So this is, of course, a vanilla Veronaville family. We've kind of gone from like vanilla to custom to vanilla. Red hair gone real jump scare. It's very intriguing. I've never seen her with red hair. She has brown usually, right? We've got, I think this is Antonio. I think in this hood, Antonio's green. Is he a plant sim in this hood? He's passed out in the spaghetti with a bunch of wine on the table. And things just like are bad. And then there's somebody back here that kind of looks like, I'm guessing that's Hero, the wifey, but maybe she's dead. She's a ghost. Yeah, is he Shrek? Oh no, is Antonio Shrek? Shrek insert? Oh no. Antonio Monti's emotional state and career are sinking to the bottom of a grape juice bottle. I like how they always go grape juice, wine, grape juice. Will his children be able to help him recover from the loss? Or is he going to need the outside help? Where has Hero disappeared to? Was it an alien abduction? Like in the case of that lady in the red dress? I wonder who could be the lady in the red dress. Or does Regan Capp have something to do with it, since Hero wouldn't stop going on about her until the day she vanished into thin air? Yeah, wait. Brown-haired Goneril got replaced. Maybe, I assume they were talking about Bella Gorth. Maybe they're talking about, maybe that's why Goneril has red hair. This isn't the real Goneril. She's been replaced. Dun dun dun. Okay, then we have, okay, this is Reagan and Cornwall. Reggie and Cornbread. Oops, all Kent. Oh gosh, that's right. This hood has Oops, all Kent. I forgot about that. Oops, all Kent. This is where our Kent clone came from. Idea came from. We stole the Kent clone idea for our own Veronaville. So Reagan and Cornwall had to move from the big city to Belladonna Cove back to the small Veronaville due to unsuccessful financial shenanigans. It appears that these two will have to move in with, in Cornwall's own words, a no-good, insignificant, useless, and lazy Reagan's younger brother. The wording was confusing, but they're talking about Kent. Cornwall doesn't like Kent. That's like classic. Until the duo gains the strength start all over again. I remember that in this hood. So usually, traditionally, it's Kent is having a hard time and has to live with Cornwall and Reagan. However, right now it's swapped, and Kent's got the money. Cornwall and Reagan apparently went to Belladonna Cove, which that's a fun like tie-in, and they fell on hard luck and are living with Kent. But Kent's getting hated on. Of course, I think it's funny that Kent's got his back turned here because I think Kent's got his own mysteries happening. Kent's got something going on. What did the wise and strict Ladia find in such a sad sack like Erlof? That is the question that has been puzzling the minds of the upper class even after Ladia's passing. So it seems that the mayor from the beginning that was at the press conference is dead. That's who this lady, you can see like her a little bit here. Is it true that that stroke of lightning boosted Erlof's luck to 10,000%? And can luck be inherited? Ask the Macbeth brothers, who need to split their mother's inheritance between each other while only one of them will continue her legacy. So these guys are, so it's like three dudes splitting inheritance. Almost give me a little bit of like a Curious Brothers, but like Veronaville, make them the Curious Boys, but make them Veronaville, but like also not really. Also, I just noticed somebody is in, somebody's face is in the orb, in the glass ball. I don't know, it's like a lady. I don't know who she is. Okay, we got another one. Bianca Monti has always dreamt about having children, and someone from above gave her a clear answer by leaving the young and eccentric Benvolio, I like that name, Benvolio, on her step. Lately, however, the recent mother has been feeling uneasy and is growing distant from her adoptive son. How does Benvolio feel about this? And is he aware of the reasons behind his mother's anxiety? A changeling? Ooh, a changeling from the Summer Dreams? That's interesting. Okay, and then we're having a cut. Now we got a different little drawing style, which is fun. So what do you make of it? So I think that this character that wants to do like the artsier custom take, where this one wants a documentary of Veronaville, who are arguing between it. I think that they're discussing what we just read as far as like their ideas, I guess. Well, I don't know. I need to think about it. So they said, what do you think of it? Just say it, Toad. It's so overwhelming. And it's most likely that someone might have their brain melt. Well, that's why it's called Brainstorm. Okay. They said the title. They said the title. So what am I supposed to do with all this information? To create new stories, of course. And how do you suggest I do this? Well, if you don't succeed, perhaps you should leave it to your silent companion. He keeps referring to a silent companion. I don't know what that means exactly either. I'm sure they'll come up with something exciting. By the way, Ilium, or your real name is Puka. Okay, that's what it's supposed to... Yeah, okay. I remember this Puka name before. Are we this... Wait, are we the silent companion? That's interesting. We're the Watcher. It's us. Interesting. Puck. Midsummer's Puck. Hey, give me back my 3 grand. At this moment, Puck realized that it's time for her to hit the road. And she bellowed her signature ribbit as a goodbye. Hey, where are you going? Stop. Ribbit. Is she a frog? Is she a frog? Ribbit. So Puka is like I think is a reference to Midsummer Night's Dream. The name Puck, I think Puck and Puka are like interchangeable. I think it's either like the name for a creature, like for a shapeshifter. I think that's what we figured out, connected to the Fae or something like that. They're trying to get in the middle of everything and cause trouble. Okay, and then the next pages it's like we've gone to credits. In the cast, which I think there's things hidden in this. We have Consort, played by himself. We have all of them played. Romeo, played by Sebastian Monti, is interesting. Romeo's not even his real name, supposedly. But Mercutio is himself. Tybalt is listed here as the Cat Prince. I don't know what that means. That must be a reference to something. Well, who played Tybalt then? Hermia is played by Hermia. Second generation Capps: Goneril Capp, Regan Capp, Kent Capp. Albany Norman. Gust Caterio, ? Corn Cobb, Cornwall Dane. Second generation Montes: Antonio Bianca. Twins: Beatrice and Benedict. Then Volio, supposedly played by PT number 0. Titania, ? Oberon ? Puck, Robin Goodfellow. Souls of Nicolo Bottomed. Nick Bottom. Not bottomed. So Aeschylus is like the judge in town, though. No animals were harmed in the making of this play. Ophelia, owned by Albany. Samson. Okay, those are the pets' names. This little dude. Is that supposed to be Mercutio? I think that's supposed to be Mercutio with a cat in his lap. Honorable mentions: Tybalt's betrothed, Katerina. Romeo's ex, Rosaline. Hermia's crush, Lysander. Lysander's beloved, Demetrius. Peter Quince, Tom Snout. I don't know what's happening. These are just words. Puck V's clone. Mercutio. Laszlo Curious. Just Laszlo's just in here. Just says Laszlo. Laszlo Curious. Okay. Director playwright, Mr. V.V. Ilium. Mercutio. Dotor, played by Mercutio Monti. Monster in the Forest. I'm seeing Monster in the Forest a couple times. Antonio's wife. The list, the way that these are listed is confusing. Romeo's parents, Olivia and Claudio. A real body of ideal plant sim IP. I'm guessing that has to do with that one Monty. Warrior / mentor. Niccolo Bottomed. The last page. In memory of Tiramisu. Your time spent. Sandwich. Screenplay by Peter Quince. Mr. V.V. Ilium. Crossed out. Howard DuBois. Oh! How did that get here? There's no Howard in this Veronaville. I feel like this feels like it's something. I feel like there's so many. I'm left with more questions than answers. Been doing this. That took us an hour from start to finish for this part. The first family that appears is this classic Consort. So I think we're gonna visit them today, and then that'll be the end of the episode. We're gonna read some of their information. What is this fear she has? Cast a good spell. Okay, well, we've just loaded in. But it says Hermia's a nice witch, but she's afraid of a good spell. Wait, Hermia has a green fear? Wait. Oh, she does. Did they do that on purpose? That's interesting. I didn't see that. It's like somebody, did they forcibly put a good, like a want as a fear? Can you do that? Like in SimPE or something? It just says talk to Helena. But then apologize to Helena is locked in. You did that too in your custom hood? Oh. I feel like it should be locked in though because I'm afraid of losing it. I mean, not that I'm gonna actually play these guys right now. Maybe one day, I don't know. Okay. This house is really cool. This house is made over version. She's very tall. She's up on the platform here. They've got, you know, things raised up. Looks really good. Okay, we do have Romeo and Juliet. I'm not gonna hit play quite yet. I like the style of everything here. I feel like last time when we looked, we found little secrets hiding around. Look at Consort's do. Consort with hair is fascinating. Did Consort get a perm? I do have my defaults in, although my defaults are like true Maxis defaults, so like so this is like a defaulted hair, I think, but still that's like, would have been like a curly-esque kind of bumpy hair. Like that one that's like got the bumps on it, where it's like their terrible way of trying to make curly hair in vanilla. I like this. I like the look of this house. Okay, we've got some urns. Contessa and Cordelia are the urns. I'm just gonna kind of do a once over of the house, see if we notice any major secrets. We do have the butler who, okay, August is the butler. I saw that name in the credits. He was the one that was holding the cup, and we were talking about the cup. He looks like he's got chewing tobacco in both cheeks. He looks like he's chewing and spitting double time. That's his spit. Wait, you're right, the spit cup. Maybe that's what the cup was for. I missed that. That's what the cup was for. August's spitting, chewing and spitting. Yeah, this is a walls up hood. My game, I'm getting a little screen tearing. I don't know how much it's transferring onto the OBS because things are chugging. Of course, I haven't hit play, and that would make like a difference. I'm just wondering. Oops, I didn't mean to go down. This feels like it's Tybalt's room. Now, this is fascinating. We've overlaid the jersey and the sun, and we got just like a little guy. we got like just a little guy. It's just a guy. I like the creativity here, the detail, the attention to detail. There's a lot of pottery around. We've got this like messed up pottery in here, and art stuff. I wonder if like, is this Tybalt's room where he's like secretly into art, even though like he's supposed to be like into sports because he's a man. Look at, we've got the swords and the antlers combined as well. That's fun. Okay, we've got it. Okay, I bet this is the butler's room with all this junk here. Yeah, they've decorated them very detailed. Okay, this is like the magic room. The magic room. Didn't we find, yeah, there's a picture that's facing backwards. Wow, look at this bowl of dragon scales. That just looks neat. Those just look neat. These, on the other hand, do look questionable. But there's this little secret picture. Like, who are they? It has a flared base. I mean... Okay. Is that Hermia the blonde? Those eyes are Hermia's? What if this is like their mom? Maybe she's trying to do magic. I don't know. I guess we gotta read. I remember the bios are long. I do remember that. I feel like I should start with Consort. Even though August is at the top of the list, I'm gonna start with Consort. I can't get it. Like, he looks like... this looks like I'm looking at, like, a version of Consort from, like, the 70s. Like, with the perm. And the sideburns. He's got some style. He's also got some incredible, like... Yeah, he had the buccal fat removal. Oh, no. Oh no. What are his wants? He has... Juliette is an overachiever locked in. Resurrect Erlof, which saw that name. You know who Erlof was? I think he was the lover of the mayor lady. Or like the husband or something. Yeah, he's enemies with pretty much all the Montes. He's friends with Oberon. Oh, here's... Wait, Bianca. Is that Bianca in that photo? Is that a young Bianca? Because like her hair and glasses are the same here as it is there. I wonder if that's supposed to be young Bianca, and then like one of the Capp daughters that, you know, Hermia has a similar look to or something. Okay, let's read what you got to say. I don't know that I want to know what you have to say, sir, but let's see. Reading time. And this hood does they have like a bio, and then they have personal, intimate, and dark, and bonus, like the PSP where they give the secrets. This is the reading hood. Only play this hood if you like reading. Patrizio is a thieving scoundrel. As if him nearly stealing the heart of my beloved wasn't enough, he then took the lives of my daughter and son-in-law. It's clear that his wretched family is behind this tragedy. No amount of Aeschylus's convincing will make me forgive them. Personal. His personal secret. After Contessa's passing, Consort developed a persistent itch. For this, his doctor prescribed him baths 3 times a day. That's okay. He's an itchy boy. If he's got the eczema, bath 3 times a day is bad. The doctor wants to make him itch more. Maybe some oatmeal baths. His intimate secret. Consort bears a secret grudge against Aeschylus due to his ruling that he must pay damages for being involved in Patrizio's dismissal from the hospital. So this Aeschylus character, we have to remember, I think it would be nice if they maybe had like their title added to the beginning of whenever they're mentioned to remind us, but it's judge. He's the judge of the town, so he's like the law of the town, this Aeschylus character. So he ruled that Consort had to pay damages for being involved in Patrizio's dismissal from the hospital. So it's like he forced Patrizio to get out of the hospital before he was like well or something. And then dark secret. His wife's family helped him to forge his diploma in economics. So he doesn't have a real diploma, which is fun. Because that's also like, I feel like that could be some sort of information connected to like vanilla gameplay or something. Like, because, you know, a lot of these guys didn't go to college in vanilla because they didn't exist yet, but somehow they're at the top of these careers. And then his bonus fact, due to his fear of losing everything, Consort started seeing competition everywhere, even in his own children. Dun dun dun. Okay. I just like saying dun dun dun. That's true. Memories. We could look at memories. Let me start from the beginning, perhaps. Learn to walk. Never went to college is a memory he has. Inherited money from Queen. I think that's his mom. Got a job. Met Patrizio. Found a roommate, Patrizio. Patrizio was his roommate at one point. Made best friends with Patrizio. Got a promotion. Met Contessa. Besties with Contessa. Got rejected? Hold on. They were roommates. They were roommates. Got rejected for very first kiss by Patrizio. Oh, so this is just yeah. Oh my God, they were roommates. so this whole are we saying that the whole Capp Monty feud is just like gay tension? Are we like what? Okay. Had a great party. Got a promotion. First kiss with Contessa. Fell in love. Hector grew up. That's his dad. Also it says got joined with Contessa. It doesn't say got married. It says got joined. I just realized that. But then, then it says got married. Joined is how the vanilla game says gay marriage because like of the era it was made in. There's a lot of mods to change that. But in like the vanilla game, if your Sims got gay married, it would say joined, not married. Contessa trans icon? I don't know. But then it says met Mystery Sim. Got tray dropped on me by Mystery Sim because their picture is Mystery Sim pictures there. Passed out. Won a fight with Patrizio. Fire. Mystery Sim died. Okay. I feel like that's Puka. I feel like that's the Puka character who had like a burn on their face. That's who Mystery Sim is. Had a lousy wedding party? Oh, did this all happen at your wedding party, buddy? Did you pass out and fight with Patrizio? Or is this a separate day? Lost Patrizio as a best friend, became enemies. Woohooed with Contessa. Had Cordelia. Graduated with honors like way later in his life. You're really on page 2. Yeah, we're working our way through. Like I said, this is like the deep dive, sort of like we did in not Strange View, Service Area the first round where we were just like zoned in. Oh yeah, I forgot about pictures in the household. You're right. See, there's so much. I have to like write a list. This was the same with like Service Area when we were like, okay, now this, now this, now this. Fight with Patrizio. Met Prince Aeschylus. Oh, they're calling him Prince here. Repo Man. But Prince. Oh, I bet this was when the judge, Prince Aeschylus, made him like, what do I want to say, pay a fine. Remember there was like a whole thing about him paying for Patrizio's something because lost a fight with Patrizio. Goneril. These are like the kids growing up. August the butler had Kent, and it's a red memory. Don't do this to Kent. What did Kent do to deserve this hate? The Kent haters. It's a red memory of having Kent. Look at him. Everybody hates Kent. Cordelia was an overachiever. Regan, Goneril, Cordelia, These are all his kids, which we could also look at the family tree to clarify the kids. Maybe I should have done that first. Cordelia graduated. The question is, did like any of the kids actually graduate? I mean, I guess it says they did go to college. I'm like, are you just forging the children's stuff? Got a promotion. Kent got a bad grade. Kent's the problem child. Cordelia got engaged. Kent grew up badly. Kent was rejected from private school. Regan was an overachiever. Kent is the scapegoat. Regan went to college. Then Kent ran away. Kent came back. He has a bad memory of meeting Tybalt, his grandchild. Got a promotion. But then he's happy about Miranda. Happy about Juliette. Angelica joined the family. Angelica Nurse? Is that her last name is N-U-R-S, but I wonder if it's like supposed to be Nurse? She almost looks like she's got like the maid hair. I wonder who that is. Caliban died. Caliban's got like heat stroke in his thumbnail. Oh, maybe he was mad because he wanted the next heir, which in this case, it'd be a girl. Okay, wait, the nurse lady died. Cordelia died. Adopted. Okay, he remembers like adopting the kids, like taking over after Cordelia dies. Belt got a bad grade. Grew up badly. New grandchild. Why is Antonio green? Good question. I don't know yet. We got one day when we eventually discover that household or like explore that household, we'll get there. I didn't realize the dog was named Silly Sampson. They have a dog in this house. You think the nurse is like a servant maid? That makes sense. Yeah, why is he? I don't know why the Silly is, but I'm getting flashbacks to the neighborhood information we read earlier, where the word didn't the word silly come up at some point? I wonder if there's like, do you think the dog has a bio? I'm gonna scream if the dog has a bio. What if he does? Maybe he's got something to say. August grew up well. Oh, so when August was working here, he wasn't an elder yet. Besties with Prince. Okay, he became friends with the judge later on down the line. Hermia ran away. Hermia came back. New grandchild. Met Baptista. That's another guy in town. He's friends with him. Okay, so that's like his rundown. He is a CEO. He has no badges and his skills are not like high enough to get a promotion. Why is him sideburns on his cheeks? You're asking a lot of really hard questions right now, Crystal Beth. These are the hard-hitting questions. Okay, so here's our Tybalt. He's got a fun little sweater on with his yellow shirt underneath. He wants to win a fight with Mercutio. Who's this? Talk to Katharina. He's in private school, usual to the Capps. Oh, he's going steady with her, but he's not like in love with her. He's just friends with her. Katharina Manola. He's enemies with Romeo. He's also hates the dog. Wait, he hates the Silly. Yeah, he doesn't like a lot of the local dogs in town and cats. He's an animal hater. He hates Mercutio the most. Oh my gosh, the memories. I'm gonna start with the bio. We're gonna zip through this. This is why I was like, we could just do one household today because this is gonna take us just as long as it did with the other reading. It will break grandfather if he finds out about my sister's selfish act. This means that I'll have to take matters into my own hands. And that stinky Monty clown always foiling my plans. That sounds like something from Scooby-Doo. Always foiling my plans. That stinky Monty clown. And then they take the mask off the monster, and it's the guy. His personal secret. Anger issues and sight problems are the only things Tybalt inherited from his grandparents. Okay, so he can't see good. He needs glasses. He's supposed to have glasses. This explains why he sometimes mistakes Mercutio for a trash can. They have the same smell. That's so funny, though. That's pretty good. I like that. I like intimate. Tybalt loves playing the piano, but he keeps telling himself that it's a waste of time and that he needs to find a better hobby. Though when he tries anything else, he gives up after the first setback. So he's not really a painter so much. We saw the painting stuff in his room, but you know what though? Something interesting. I'm pretty sure this has got to be his room. And I do notice like maybe all of this stuff is like hobbies he gave up on, not like stuff he's like his favorite stuff. Like we have like the messed up pottery, like the failed pottery. I think that's what that's supposed to be. Okay, piano, and then his dark secret. He wears face paint to cover his burn scar. I guess we gotta open it. Do you think is there actually a burn scar under there? I'm seeing like a little edge of something right above his nose. Bonus. After the fire, Tybalt lost his parents as well as some of his memories. For quite a while, he blamed himself for the arson and sought to tell the truth. But his grandparents convinced him it was all the fault of the Monties. The font of the Monties. So I wonder, like, so that's like the question behind the fire, which of course, like the first few pages of that neighborhood storytelling was about a fire. So like that's all connected. Let me look memories. I like looking at the memories. They tell us a lot of story too. Learn to walk and talk. He remembers his sisters and wait, Puck joined the family. This is the character that I think this is supposed to be like the sim version of that character Puka in the storytelling. She's like a townie in this hood. We saw her when we did the original review, and she's like the shapeshifter character. She joined the family. I didn't look at the family tree yet. We gotta look at the family tree. We have Hermia. We have Juliette and Hermia, but Puka was like in between. Burned Crepes Suzette. He started the fire. He did the fire. And they like tried to make him not think he did the fire. It was an accident. Started a fire. Gregorio died? That looks like maybe a previous butler. And Caliban Capp, that's his dad, passed out, was saved from death by Mystery Sim. I think Mystery Sim is Puck or Puka. Angelica died, and then Cordelia died. Enemies. Then he was just like magically, so like he came to, he got saved from death, and then he was told that it was the Monty's fault. And like he just hated them because they started the fire, not him or something. I don't know. Lost a fight with Tiramisu. That's a cat. See? There's something. All the cats and dogs are like shapeshifters that like are beating him up. Got a bad report card. Grew up bad. Juliette's doing good. Hermia's doing okay. Silly Samson joined the family, which is a bad memory. Contessa died. Got a job. Met Mystery Sim. Hermia ran away. Came back. Got busted. Helena Snout. Helena Snout. Does that mean he got busted when that sim is shown in the picture? Is that like got busted by that sim, or did he go out with that sim? He must have snuck out with that sim, and that's how it shows it. Okay, had a lousy party. Maybe he was having a party with Helena and then they shut it down. Got pickpocketed by a mystery sim. Won a fight with a mystery sim. Got fired. Met Katerina. It was a bad memory, and then went steady. He's like, I don't know, and that's a bad memory too. Is he like being possessed and made to do things? Like he won a fight with Mystery Sim, and I don't know if that's who Puka is, or if this Mystery Sim is different. Plumbob did it. The invisible watcher did it. Let's look at his face. What if it has to do with his sister like putting spells on him and making him do things? I want whatever this hood creator was smoking. Like, does it show that he's got like a face makeup on? It does. Okay, so I'm wondering, I wasn't sure if it was. Okay, so let me do this. Okay, he does have some little thing going on under here. All that face paint for that? I know. Get a little bit of concealer, buddy. Why do we need the whole thing? Yeah, I'll just cancel. Okay, and it doesn't even cover it. Look at, you can see a little here and a little down here. Yeah, I would say everybody here is traumatized. So next we'll do Juliette. We also did not look at the butler yet, so we'll have to check him out. Why are you engaged? Oh, you're right. She's engaged to Romeo? Okay, we gotta read some things. But she has the want to go steady with him, but it doesn't show engaged. Maybe it's like secret engaged. I love and cherish my family. So one thing I will say, I want to just mention that came to my mind. I really like how the first bio chunk is like them talking about themselves, but then down below, it's like a narrator explaining them. So I love and cherish my family. They see me as a standard of perfection. But what if they find out about my feelings for Romeo? Will this tarnish my image in their eyes? Those who have uncovered my little secret better be keeping their mouths shut. Wait, so her personal secret is Juliette is a genius and a highlight of the 4th generation, and she is fully aware of that. This may be why many believe that her ego reaches higher than the Eiffel Tower. Intimate secret. Juliette met a cute player in an online video game. Oh, I remember this from before. I do remember. After learning that they are both from Veronaville, they decided to meet up. It was quite a surprise to learn that the cute player was none other than the heir of the Monty clan. They met in World of Warcraft. What game were they playing? Were they playing like one of those Final Fantasy games? That feels right. Or were they playing like RuneScape? I think that was the thing, because I feel like I remember reading it was Valorant. Oh no. I feel like Romeo, when we were in the past, when we read, I think Romeo mentioned that they got engaged in game. Like that's the engagement, it's like in game, not Dead by Daylight. Discord Kitten Juliette. So dark. Juliette was more affected by Nur's death than her own mother's. So that was or by nurses, whatever, however you want to say that. That was the lady that we said might be like somebody said a wet nurse, or like, you know, a caretaker, a nanny of some sort for Juliette potentially, or the children. Bonus, Juliette bought a gaming computer using her personal savings and lied to her grandfather, claiming that she needs it for school. Okay, well, this is fun. Let's look at the memory. She doesn't have as many. Met Angelica. Okay, yeah. So the person that she met first was that nurse lady, who's her nanny. Contessa. Okay, wait. Oh, learned to study from Contessa. Caliban and Angelica died. Became enemies with Bianca. Real badly. Met Paris. Paris Count. That was that younger Count kid. Hermia ran away. We saw that. Earned 50K she got a promotion and earned 50K? Okay. Is that why she's the prodigy? Had very first kiss with Romeo. Besties with Romeo. Got engaged to Romeo. Interesting. But it doesn't really show. Again, I think that might be like engaged online. Paris, isn't he supposed to be the guy Juliette was supposed to marry? Oh, in like the play? Oh, that's right. We did talk a little bit about that earlier when we were reading. So Paris is like a character in the play that Juliette's supposed to be with. And then last we have Hermia. And then we got to look at the dog also. Oh, Hermia's Hongi. Hermia is a nice witch. She lost her fear about that spell. And also that weird fear that she had, that like custom fear. I'm going to read this. If I stay in my comfort zone, I won't be able to leave this town. And the world won't see my acting genius, and I'll have to spend the rest of my life watching forks and spoons fight. I think I need to change my clothes first. Are you okay, Hearts? That felt a little scatterbrained. Something about forks and spoons fighting. Personal. With help from Robin, which is Puck's summer dream in this world, Robin, Hermia mustered up the courage to audition for a play. They managed to get lead roles, but there was a mix-up on the producer's part. As a result, Hermia got the role of Romeo, and as for Robin, did Robin get to be Juliette? So intimate. Hermia is self-conscious about her freckles. Okay, so the freckles are like they intended to be there. I wasn't sure if it was like I had a defaulted blush that made freckles or something. She was self-conscious about her freckles and desperately tries to conceal them under multiple layers of foundation. You're not doing a very good job, girlie. I can see them. Dark. Despite Hermia bearing a grudge against Helena for her betrayal. Okay, a grudge against Helena for betraying her. It hurts when Helena pretends that she doesn't exist. All attempts to reach out to Helena have failed, whereas Helena blames it on the ghosts. Hermia recently decided to drastically change her appearance and attitude in order to prove that she is ready to change and show her inner self. Yeah, she put on some black lipstick. Well, although I just noticed something. I think her... wait. I think her eyebrows are blonde. I think she has blonde eyebrows. Did she dye her hair orange? Also, she got all this not makeup, rings and jewelry and stuff. Like, that's part of it, maybe? Okay. She got potty trained, but she didn't get... It's interesting. I feel like each of the kids progressively got less training. Because Tybalt got all 3. Juliette got 2. And now she just got potty trained and nothing else. Oh, wait. Learn to talk. Never mind. Talk is up there. I always think of it as, like, the beginning. I'm a liar. Don't listen to me. But also by the butler. I have a feeling she would have been trained by the nurse lady. But the nurse lady had died already, I think. Met Silly Samson. Lost a fight with Mystery Sim. Silly Samson joined the family. Silly became best friends with Silly Samson. I think that's making a deal with the devil. I think Silly Samson is up to something. Learned to study from the butler. Went steady with Lysander, which is one of the kids she met, but it's a negative memory. Became a witch, also a negative memory. And then met Robin. See, it says Puck in like quotation marks next to his name. Snuck out with Lysander. Made a wish at a wishing well. Met Mystery Sim. Got Voodoo Doll. I feel like the Mystery Sim came out of the wishing well and she got a Voodoo Doll. Got busted by Titania and lost Helena as a best friend. Is Titania like, you're not allowed to do magic? Did Lysander peer pressure her to the dark arts? Met Mr. V. Ilium. This is the first time we've seen him actually pop up. But supposedly, here's where it gets complicated. The Puka Puck character, that lady Puck with the longer hair, is supposedly is also this VV Ilium character. Like that's one of their like forms that they shapeshift into. Because that was who they were pretending to be the whole time, and then they shapeshifted into Puka at like the end of the story, I think. Had a lousy party. What's this? Changed aspiration. Huh. I wonder what her aspiration was before. Is she originally family? Oh. But now she's popularity. Interesting. Also, her just sitting here, like, starving the whole time. Mid-starving. Yeah, and she's really close with the dog. She's got a crush on Robin. She's got a crush on Lysander. I don't know. I think I'm unclear. I know I'm gonna show you the dog. I think I'm unclear about who Helena exactly is. I feel like we saw Helena in one of the households. I think it was the Zung household was Helena, I think. When I was like, is that the daughter or not? I don't think she is. Also, who's this dog? Ophelia? Wait, I saw that dog in the credits also. Okay. Drum roll, please. I'm gonna be so sad if this dog has nothing. I'm gonna be so sad. Also, we didn't do the guy. Wait, should I do the butler first or should I do the dog first? We gotta do the butler first. We'll do the doggy last. He wants to earn 100k. He's a fortune sim. He doesn't like Oberon. He's besties with Kent. God, Kent does look like a massive pervert in his profile picture. There's something about his smile that I don't like. He's very unsettling to look at. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to add to the Kent hate, but I can't help it. Anyway, he doesn't mind the dog. He's friends. He doesn't really know a lot of people in town. We also have not really looked at the family tree. Speaking of which, does he... Okay, he's by himself. Imagine if he had like a secret child. He works... Wait, the butler works in the intelligence career as an elite operative. He's a spy. He's a spy. The plot thickens. Okay. I love the idea that in gameplay, he's gonna have to have a carpool show up to take him to his spy job. Like if you actually played the household. Like how's he explaining that away? Excuse me, sir. I must go to my daily butler informational training. I am the Capp's family butler and have served them faithfully for over 40 years. August blames himself for his niece's death to this day. If he hadn't offered Nurse a job as nanny at the Capp's estate, perhaps she wouldn't have got herself into this ordeal. Oh, so he is related to the nurse lady. So he does have that connection. I know you can't... It's complicated to, like, have that appear on the family tree. I feel like you could show it as, like, his daughter, but then claim she's his niece. You know what I mean? Like, put it in there as that, just so she shows up. And then it says, intimate. This information is classified. Dark. This information is classified. What are you hoping for? This information is classified. I'm kind of glad we left Butler to the idea. Redacted. Mr. Redacted? August Redacted? Interesting. Okay, now it's dog time. Look at this dog. Wait, we gotta look at this dog. Why are his eyes are like so green? Oh my god, I didn't look at his memories. I'm sorry. I keep lying. I keep lying about the dog. We're not done. Wait, I didn't look at his memories. Potty trained by Mystery Sim. Learned to talk from Mystery Sim. Okay, we're starting from his beginning of his life. Yeah, I'm edging the chat with the dog. Learned to walk from Mystery Sim. Went to college. Met Mystery Sim. How did he meet? Is he like Are there multiple mystery sims? Learned parenting. Made best friends with mystery sim. First kiss with mystery sim. Maybe this is supposed to be just like redacted. Maybe it's not all the same sim, it's like redacted information. It's like little black lines covering this information in his paperwork. Got a job in the military. Got all these promotions that he hates. All of these are bad memories. Met consort, met Contessa, quit job in the military, which is a good memory. Moved out, moved in, got his job as a spy. Okay, he's like trained all the kids. Also, Gonrel got engaged was a bad memory for him. Got a bad grade, got a promotion. Cordelia got engaged, was happy. Yeah, doesn't Kent look like a little pervert? Pervert Kent. Look at his little smile. Got promotions, he's getting lots of promotions. Made best friends with Puck of the Midsummer Era. That's what her first name is. I mean, her full name is Puck of the Midsummer Era. Everybody died in the fire, assumably. He doesn't have a memory of the fire, which is interesting. Was he not here when the fire really happened? Oh, that's interesting, too. What if she's not really his niece, but is another like agent, secret agent pretending to be related? Yeah. Okay, and he remembers Hermia running away and coming back. It's interesting all the running away and coming back that's happening. Okay, we've officially done that. Now it's really doggy time. Now it's really doggy time. Wait, actually, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. Watch it be nothing. I'd be so sad. It can't be nothing. It can't be nothing. Oh, Rosaline. Wait, he knows Rosaline, which I think is the girlie that Romeo was with. Okay. I'm afraid to start reading. You reach out to pet the doggo. He's happy to see you. Woof. Fact. Samson cannot fathom why Paris doesn't like him. They've got so much in common. That feels like... I feel like that means Samson's either a shapeshifter or a werewolf or both. We can look at memories, though. We might have some interesting memories. Grew up well. Met Hermia. Met August. Hermia joined the pack. I know that just means that they're friends. Besties. But interesting. And then Juliette's there. Contessa died. August. I'm confused about the timeline for a second, but I guess I'm seeing the age ups. Is that him being adopted? So did he become master? Hermia and him bonded before he moved in? Hermia ran away. Hermia came back. Lost a fight with Pick. Yeah, the doggy does have a disappointed little face. He's looking at the butler, I think. And we got some interesting Paris info. Yeah, we got some hints about Paris. He's been trained... because he's full disruptive, like he's fully mean, but he's fully playful, but he's halfway between respectful and destructive. I'm just intrigued by the lowercase s silly. Like, what does that mean? What does it mean? Okay, we still have household pictures, though. If there are some. Oh no, they're here. I was like, what? They're empty. They're empty, but they're not. That's Caliban. And Tybalt, I'm guessing. Okay, we've got one of the moms. We have, okay. That's the nurse lady. Do we miss the first? Oh. Wait a minute. I didn't realize that. I didn't start the beginning. Wait, I know what this is. This is Consort and Patrizio living together when they were roommates. Still looking for a job? Yeah, there are many good options for someone without a college degree. Oh, there aren't. Ha. As for me, I've landed myself a corporate job, despite majoring in medicine. Listen, want me to fix you up with a job at the Capp's office? But there's a catch. And what's that? The boss is a woman. Oh no. So what? Ah, so you're fine with that? Who knows? Maybe you're one of those twits. Maybe you're one of those twits. I feel like I don't know if I should say that word. Is that a bad word? I don't even know. Who has a problem with women in management. She's also a good friend of mine. So I think I'll be able to put in a good word. Wait, is it Contessa Capp, the one who turned you down in college? Don't remind me. Okay, I like that. Okay. This looks like Puck, the Puck from Midsummer Era. The shapeshifter entity. Which also... that was a whole thing where there was somebody who dropped a plate on Consort when he was younger. That was like part of his memories. And then, yeah, I think this is Patrizio. Wait, is this their wedding? Oh, Did he? Oh, wait. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like all over the place. Because he got dropped. Something happened where he passed out. That looks like he's waking up from being passed out on his food. That's that animation. So he passed out after getting like something dropped on him, I think, by this lady. And then, yeah, the hearts are a love potion. So that must be his new wife kissing Patrizio. Maybe that's why they became enemies at that point. Then we have Caliban and Tybalt. We saw that one. The family. Okay, I'm guessing this is Juliette and the nurse lady. Okay, we've got Tybalt, and I'm guessing this is Mercutio, who I can see is wearing a burglar mask, and he's calling him a raccoon because he's got his little burglar mask on. I'm guessing, or he smells like a raccoon. Oh, we got more. I'm so excited. I'm excited for the reading. I'm excited to read more. Okay, this is Consort. This little blonde baby is Hermia. Remember, Hermia's got her hair dyed and her hair is blonde. Oh, maybe at the hospital. And then Juliette's got her sitting on her lap. And then this is a family member. I demand a trial against the Montes. The fact that it was them at all is enough for a charge of property damage, arson, murder, and an attempt on the lives of my family members. And yours too. We wanted to give them a chance by organizing negotiations over dinner. And how did that end up? The Montes will even sacrifice their own kind to spite us. So they were trying to negotiate over dinner, and maybe that's when the fire happened somehow? But like supposedly Tybalt started it, but like maybe he didn't actually. Maybe that's a lie. I don't know. It's a twisted web. I don't care that no lawyer will take my case. Those rats must get what they deserve. Do you take bribes? Hey, don't hang up on me. Escalas. And then it's equal signs. August, I want to go home. Oh, I bet this is young August, the butler. Because for a while, the butler was an adult because there was a lot of memories of him aging up. August, I want to go home. You don't seem very distraught over the death of your mother, young lady. Oh, I think this is what's going on in the background. I'm just imagining August, the butler, calling Consort young lady. Oh no. I could tell that she's dead just by seeing her body. And I've already shed my tears and come to terms with it. Didn't want to cause a scene, unlike my brother. She's a little concerned. I'm concerned about Juliette. That was rather rude, my lady. Oh, was it? I'm sorry. I must admit, you resemble your grandmother in many ways. Do you really think so, August? I'd like to be like her someday. Interesting. I do remember also that in Juliette's memories, her grandmother taught her to study. So like maybe that's her like imparting her knowledge onto her. Oh my gosh, there's more. Holy cow. There, shorty. Not shorty. Oh, that's Tybalt. He's all like beat up with bandages and stuff, and he's got like the overheated like overlay, like he's hot, like he just got done being burned. Wait, and there's a kid back here with like a sling. Is this one of the Montes? They just got everybody sitting out on the bench. This looks like Kent. I think that might be Kent, a younger Kent. After the fire, I was told that everything would be all right and that Mom would be okay too. Why couldn't they save her? Well, you see, when you leave a piece of fried meat out in the open, it will... Silence, Kent. I'm sorry, Tybalt, but her bum... Oh, I thought it says burns. I thought it said bums. Her bums were fatal. No, her burns were fatal. The doctor did everything they could. Right now, all that matters is that you and your sisters are safe. Silence, Kent. I need to confess. It's my fault. Mom was right. I'm a lousy cook. I will never touch the stove again, ever. Hey, shorty, don't joke around like that. What if the grandma... Yeah, I feel like it's too clear-cut. I feel like it's too clear-cut that Tybalt just did it. Like, I feel like it's a setup or something. Or like a diversion or something. It was the Montes, Tybalt. The Montes? But why would they do this? They're our enemies. If you let them too close, they'll stick a knife in your back. I know this from experience. Mom... I usually see a Monty kid on the playground nearby. Could he have something to do with it? Everything is possible. Wait, Mom? I'm confused. I thought Mom was dead. Did they mean like Grandma? I thought this was Grandma talking with Tybalt right now. Everything is possible. The Montes are scoundrels. It's entirely possible they sent a child spy. Granny, I think I know him. See, now I said Granny. Okay, then we have Tybalt confronting Mercutio. And then there's a cat. One of Mercutio's cats is hissing. So like, I feel like, because I remember also a storyline about Mercutio's cats going missing. Okay, is this the butler? I think this must be the butler. Oh, and they're buying, see this is This is Hermia with the blonde hair, and she's buying the dog. Oh my goodness, this is quite a scene. We got paramedics here, and then we can see that Contessa who's the grandma, is like in bed, and he's sad and he's crying. This is quite a little scene. I like this little setup. Oh my gosh, this is so long. I didn't realize they'd be going and going. Run, Romeo. Oh, okay. Gotta go. Love you, Jules. And Tybalt, well, you could do without a goodbye kiss. Explain yourself. Why was that Monty degenerate hanging around so close to the manor? Because I fell and hurt my leg, so he offered to walk me home. And became your boyfriend this fast? Don't play the fool. Why are you even asking if you already figured it out? If grandfather finds out, then what? Just imagine, you, the troubled grandson, saying this about me, the family favorite. Oh. See, this is the real Juliette. You understand that he won't listen to you, let alone believe you, right? Learning this could give him a heart attack. You may only go out with this Monty when I'm present? And then it says, deal. I hope you and Mercutio get along well. And are those grandma's glasses? They sure don't suit you. Wait, not him wearing his grandma's glasses. That's so fun. Just like, I don't need a prescription. I got my grandma's glasses. Yeah, she died last week. Then perhaps you could pick me a new pair yourself. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so we've got Romeo and Juliette kissing, and then Tybalt and Mercutio fighting in the background between them. This is some cursed. I can't even. It's so dark. There's a creature coming out of a well. This is when Hermia wished in a well, and I bet that's the like Puka character coming out of the well. But then also Puck is back here. I can see that there's a sim with a face paint like Puck. Oh my gosh, more reading. I don't know how long this goes. I'm excited for the reading. Forgotten about my offer, I suppose. Also, that was the thing I think I forgot to say. The judge, I thought that the judge had fined him, but then there's this talk of a bribe. Maybe in the memory where he like lost money to this guy, it's actually him paying the bribe. Dare I say your offer sounds unethical in regards to our grandchildren. Perhaps, however, Paris is hopeless without you and will easily ruin your family legacy, just as you said. It is my fault that Paris is spoiled and careless. Does Juliette know about your plan? Not yet. But she is shrewd and diligent. I may be wearing glasses, but I'm not so blind as to not notice your attempts to bend the law. I respect your work, and I certainly don't want things to go down the Monty tube. Not the Monty tube. Are we almost done? Okay, this one's, oh god, I'm burning out on the reading. I'm gonna be honest, I'm burning out. I'm excited for the readings. Isn't it funny that I, a man of low birth, need to explain these things to a sim like you, born with a silver spoon in your mouth? Are we talking to the dog? Marrying off children, Paris and Juliette. The real question is, will Juliette find love in Paris? That's a fun title. Okay, this is the play. Yeah, okay, this was the play where they swapped they swapped characters. They said that Hermia and Puck got confused, or Puck. Wait, this guy right here is the VV Ilium character. He must have been the one in charge of the play then. Broke, get rid of this thing. Are you sure, sir? This is a replica is worth a fortune. Look at this. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I'm strong enough. I don't think I'm strong enough for this. Reading. This is so many. It's so many. Talking about the he hates the Monties. Spoiler alert, he hates the Monties. Wait, that dumb wench Juliette thinks that I suspect nothing? Oh, he knows about Romeo. Wait, we've got Titania. Are they asking Titania to get them engaged? But Romeo doesn't look like he's happy. He's got an ex, and then Juliette's got a... Interesting. And then we've got Tybalt and the girlie he doesn't really like. I think she's the daughter of this one guy. Okay, and this is the last photo. It's the last one. We can do this. We're strong enough. Why did you have to call for the adults? Because there's a pink-eyed monster in that forest. Yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry. You're so clever, Hermia. Wow, I'm crying. Mom, help me, mommy. I'm so cowardly that I have to sleep with the lights on and hide behind my friend's back when I'm scared. I don't know if, is she talking to herself? I guess so. Maybe she's like mimicking her brother and like, oh, I'm so smart because I wear glasses. Or is she talking to that one friend that, remember, Hermia has a thing where she's like upset at that blonde girl. I had enough of your company. We're no longer friends. No, don't say that. You're my best friend. I can't live without you. Farewell. No, Hermia. Music fades. Sad music fades out. Curtain falls. Silence. ... Sigh. That never happened. Robin is right. If I want to change, then I must let go of this situation and move on. Okay, so that was like her making up the whole scenario. I was just gonna look at the family tree. Holy crapola. We have Cordelia and the 3 kids. We have Goneril and her kids. Then we have Kent and his children. The Warlock. Wait, when I mouse over him, it says Caliban Capp the Warlock. He was like a wizard man. And then his parents are both evil. Evil Warlock and evil witch. And she like inherited it or got it somehow down the line. Interesting. I don't know how to even... I don't know what else to say. I think that's all we're gonna do for this episode. I think each episode is just mostly deep diving one household. That was a lot of information to digest, and I think I'm gonna forget most of it by the time we get back to this next week. But my game just crashed. My game just crashed. They said too much. Too much. Now it's just Blobbert from Calicandia. He's saying goodbye to the YouTubies. Well, I hope you enjoyed this weird little deep dive, reading the novel of the Brainstorm. Did the game crash or did we know too much? Yeah, maybe we're like dead. Maybe the game didn't crash. Maybe we all just died for knowing too much. Okay, goodbye YouTube. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.